What's up, YouTube? This is the Federation here, and unlike normal, I am on a campaign screen, and that's because I just wanted to try something new. So I had a Royal Scythia campaign, like the first couple of videos on my channel. Didn't get very far in that. To be honest, I just wasn't really feeling it, but we'll see how this one goes. I'm going to do a Hannibal at the Gates campaign. I may do a grand campaign at some point in the future, but for now I think I'll just start with this. It's a little bit quicker, and also I think a pretty cool campaign. I think I'm going to take Syracuse for this because they're the only faction that starts with a hard challenge level, and I know that I could just bump up the difficulty and get the equivalent of that, but it could be fairly fun to see how this plays out. You're stuck in an interesting position between Rome and Carthage. Here are the settings I'm using. Here's my objectives, and I'll leave that up for a little bit longer, give you a chance to pause the video. If you would like to see exactly what my objectives are, here are the bonuses. And without further ado, let's start this campaign. So yeah, Syracuse doesn't really have the greatest units, because you have to remember that in campaign they don't have Campanian cavalry except for mercenaries. They don't have Samnite warriors, again, except for mercenaries, and they don't have Balearic slingers, so they have a fairly limited roster, pretty similar to Athens, possibly exactly the same as Athens, not including mercenaries. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think so. But anyways, it should be an interesting challenge, and definitely in Hannibal at the Gates you start a little more advanced. It's a little easier to get to your higher tier units, meaning I can get the things like thorax swords and picked hoplites possibly a little bit sooner. So it's taking a little bit of time to load here, but looks like it should be just about ready. So you'll all have to let me know whether or not you actually enjoy campaign on this channel. I know that I wouldn't say I've made my name for myself through multiplayer battles. And we can skip this because I'm sure you've all seen it a million times. Sorry if you really enjoy that intro, but
we are the great survivors.
I like to get things going. And yeah, so as I was saying, I wouldn't really say I've made a name through myself through that, but that's certainly what my channel's been based off of. So let's get some research going. Let's make sure I have boiling oil. That should be a priority. Let's look at what I already have. So soon I can get hoplite barracks. Alright, that will let me get dignitaries, which is actually pretty big. And I may actually go for the dignitaries, right? Oh, this is actually 10 agriculture, 3 growth, and that'll give me cheaper construction costs. That'll take 3 turns. That'll take 3 turns.
Commander, ready for orders.
What can I recruit already? Citizen Cav Pikeman. Oh, I could have just seen what I can recruit by doing this. Okay, so Pikeman, Citizen Cav, and all kinds of hoplites. Whereas the next thing up will get me thorax swords. Oh, that's tempting. You know what? I think I'll actually, let's be aggressive. Let's go right for... Yeah, let's go for that. Sorry to waste so much time on that. Alright, so I start with a fairly decent navy. And a couple of decent armies. Let's upgrade that and get some culture, because one of the Syracuse bonuses is 20% extra wealth from culture, which is actually pretty darn significant. Now the challenge with Syracuse is figuring out where to expand, because there's not too many options.
Welcome, my friend.
Really, you don't even want
to ask this. Will you stand with Rome and show courage and honor?
Let's give them a counteroffer. If you'll trade with me. Nope,
Rome would be suitably grateful if you could
they don't want any of that.
On these people.
And if you trade with me. Alright, Rome.
I cannot.
I just don't understand how the trading works in this game. That just nobody ever seems to want to trade. I already have a dignitary. I don't need to. Alright, you know what? Let's go do that.
Ready for battle.
And then we can consolidate the armies here. Let's put everybody up there.
Make haste, men. I want hourly patrols.
And then we can put this guy in, do some of that, and that'll
Ready for battle.
do good things for my income. Alright, now, what is my food source as of now? This Temple of Poseidon. It's my only food source, so I gotta conquer something quick. Let's get a couple of citizen cav,
It's a good life.
and let's go with hoplites. And so my recruitment capacity is only 3. And then I think I will replace my general. There it is, replace. 10 morale. Let's go with this guy. And get a Payas Lancer.
Commander,
And that will make the unit considerably more useful in a fight.
it is an honor to serve.
And let's go ahead and end the turn. So yeah, I start in quite an interesting position. Not really too many options. I think what I'm going to do is go into Libya and start giving them a tough time. Because if I just sail right down here, that looks to be a nice area to begin my invasion. So let's actually flip where these armies are for now. I don't even know if I need this guy, but we'll keep him anyways. So let's pick up one more citizen cav. I like to have quite a few cav when I play against the AI, because they always tend to go very skirmish heavy. And then the next turn, actually let's do it this turn, we'll get 3 javelins.
We need good fighters.
Alright,
Yes.
and then we'll keep this fleet around to be our escort. And I should probably pick up, let's go with one of those guys, and a couple of these ships. Alright, and the turn again.
My mind is sharper than
And yeah, I don't show AI moves because otherwise this just takes forever. And I'm always pretty out of words during the end turns. Alright, so Noble ranked up, and I'm just going to blow through these first 2 turns because they're not terribly interesting, not a whole ton of decision making. So yeah, let's go 2 more hoplites, just get a nice solid base. And then the next turn we'll upgrade this, and the turn again. And we get another one of these boring rotations that leaves me awkwardly saying stuff that doesn't mean anything. So I could go for that. Traveler's Lodge, and that would get me more food, but I think I'm actually going to wait a turn and get the one that increases my income. So let's sail right down here, and it looks like we're going to be ending a lot of turns very quickly. So let's pull this guy into the city, end the turn. And you know what I actually should have done at the very start of the campaign that I didn't, but I will now, is reduce my tax rate. If not, just completely eliminate taxes. Alright, so that's, he increased rank again. What a guy. The Hydra's heads. Oh, I don't know if I can access him when he's like this. Can I? No, I can't. Oh well. That's something that needs to be sorted out with the game. I'm going to try something in 1 second that might let me get to him. If I do that... No. Okay. Oh well. I'll do it as soon as I land. And then let's go with the grain market. And Syracuse. Alright, what happens to my income if I do that? Oh, it actually drops quite significantly. I figured with only 1 province, the tax income wouldn't be that high, but I guess I was wrong about that. And we'll try again in a couple of turns to see if Rome has any interest in a trade deal.
I
Alright,
humbly
non-aggression
ask
with
that you at least
Emporion.
consider a formal treaty. Strong
Looks like
defenses
they've
need
been
good foundations.
they've already lost their city. Still, I would anger Carthage. You know what? I have nothing to gain by that. I'm not going to bother. I don't want Carthage to declare war on me yet. Alright, so there's Hellenization. Now let's get... yeah, 10% wealth from all college. You know what? Let's just go down this train. Alright.
Yes.
Then we'll take this fleet
Ready for
and keep on sailing down for a nice beach vacation. Alright, so Carthage clearly hates me. Oh, what's the projection? Only 78.
You will find me a willing and
Disappointing.
attentive audience.
Hey, now they want it.
Rome in...
Alright, Rome. Thank you. So let's end the turn again. And I can't assign a skill to him because your game. Here we go. Click down here. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything stupidly obvious. And it looks like I've taken some attrition. That's frustrating. Hoplite Barracks. It's going to cost me some public order. But I do need it. I really should have made that an amphitheatron, shouldn't I? Let's do it. Get the money back. Do that. Yeah, I know, but I can't do anything about it. Alright. So here we go again. One more cycle through. Alright. So they didn't lose too many men in the attrition, but next time I'll know. Just kind of sail around. It looks like there's only one tiny little patch in there that actually has attrition, and I managed to hit it because I'm the luckiest guy to play this game. Oh, and then I just took my army out of my fleet there. Hey, maybe that'll actually let me get to my dignitary. Nope, still won't. Okay. So let's end the turn one more time, and then on the next turn we can attack Leptis Magna.
my wit is but educated insight.
And as I'm sure all of you know, some of the names of cities in this game can be the traditional names and not the modern day English versions. So I do apologize if I totally butcher some of the pronunciations and some of you happen to be ancient city name enthusiasts and know all of them by heart. I don't mean to purposely mispronounce them, but anyways,
Fleet reporting.
let's declare war. Once we are on their doorstep, Carthage will join, and then we'll just maintain that blockade
Yes.
and come in here.
Blockade. Journey completed.
Yeah, and we can attack by land. So let's, yeah, we can just auto this. I know it's the first battle of the campaign, but come on, who really wants me to wipe out 4 hoplites with a 20 stack army as the first battle I actually show? Alright, so we have our first conquered city, Leptis Magna, and with it, a little bit of an income increase, which is good to see. So these guys are over here, and I have another source of food now. Let's make that a farm, and then on the next turn I will go for the harbor,
We hunger for battle.
and these guys can just kind of recover for a little bit, and I still can't access my dignitary. Now that's weird. Let's pull him out of the army.
Making my way.
Alright, that worked. Civil administration. I don't want civil administration. Let's go for philosophy, because I'm pretty sure that opens up, yeah, military administration. And then we can go back in here,
Is old men Commander.
and let's,
Young men dying.
alright, still can't
I
access
journey
him if
with
we do
you.
that.
Ready for orders.
So that's a little bit frustrating. I can't access anything in my army. Not too sure what the deal is with that.
Ready for battle.
But oh well. Let's end the turn again because I can't actually use that skill. And we get one more cycle through here. There's a small Libyan fleet coming at me. Alright, let's get a harbor up, get some trade.
At your command.
Oh, this is really going to bother me. I will be right back. I'm going to save and reload and see what happens. So yeah, I will cut the video and be right back. And welcome back. So that did apparently do the trick. My army now can see all of these things, which is useful. So let's go back into military administration here. Gets me a nice little income boost. And then let's throw this fleet in the harbor, which I forgot to do last. Well, I say last time, but it was actually 2 seconds ago. And everything here is as it should be. So we'll do what we've done quite a bit recently and just end turn again. And that's the downside to playing as one of these small factions in these campaigns, is that the beginnings can be pretty slow. But then again, that can be kind of fun. Skipping through a whole bunch of turns, you get a lot of research done. So there are benefits to either side, to be sure. So there is the Libyan fleet, the defenders of the Seven Seas. So my next target... Ooh, do I even want to go all the way up there quite yet? I could just go for Thentios, which I think may be the better play. If I keep my fleet garrisoned here, that should be enough protection to march out. So I think I'm going to do that. I like to play very aggressively. Although that being said, they're going to have a full stack army there, aren't they? Let's check. Next turn. Don't have the movement range to check. Alright, so here we go again through the cycle. And at some point I'm going to need to buff up my army at Syracuse, just so Carthage doesn't sail right in and kill me.
You are wise enough.
Massilia wants a non-aggression pact. I would love that. Firm up my ties with Rome a little more. I think that's kind of the way to go in this campaign as Syracuse, is definitely align yourself with Rome. I'm sure you could do it by aligning yourself with Carthage, but it's a little bit more difficult. Alright, so I did get disease here, which is going to make things a little more difficult. And I may lose that city. We'll fight it out. Alright, now it's going to be time to research boiling oil. See, I could pull back. And it's very tempting to, and I probably should. But so local food shortage. Now that's clearly not true, but it is the plague. So let's go here, and that will mean I can actually regenerate. It looks like they're having a food shortage. Huh, I wonder if that's affecting my armies. Alright, so there goes Thentios. Falls to the Syracuse army, and very quickly we find ourselves with 2 settlements in hand. So let's get a consecrated ground up and a quarry. Alright. I think this fleet should give me enough men. 3 units of hoplites, a few archers. Yeah, that should be enough to defend me against that. So let's give ourselves a tradition here. Formidable spearmen for sure. And a general. And let's end the turn again. And the advantage to this kind of Hannibal at the Gates map, or on the Caesar and Gaul map, is you can get yourself into this kind of corner, and it's, you know where the enemy is coming from. They can only come from here. They can't come from my southeast or directly south.
My lord wishes
Libya's paying an arm and a leg trying to get peace from me. Not gonna happen. Alright. These guys are raiding
Ready for
jerks.
orders. We
Need to go deal with that. So let's march all the way over here. Which is going to cost me enough public order that they're going to rebel.
finding shelter.
Oh, that's wildly frustrating. Alright. And I don't really have enough money to do anything. Yep. Alright. And turn again. Suppose what I could have done is just raised an army of mercenaries, gone out and attacked them. But I might as well save up my money. Alright. So, nice long turn for Rome there. Alright, and Libya's going to... Oh, that's really frustrating. Alright, let's just auto-resolve this. We'll have to come back and take that. Yeah, that's the problem when you get somebody raiding your territory and you've just captured something. Ugh. Anyway, angry rant. Let's go for an Odeon so we don't get anything happening there. And, yeah, now Libya's gone. Alright, back we march.
Will escape.
This time I'm actually going to hold Thentios for a little bit before I move out, pretty much regardless of raiding or anything else like that going on. Which I probably should have done in the first place here, but I don't think ahead. So this time, let's occupy, and I've lost one of my citizen cav, which is going to be really frustrating. Now we have 2 slums here we have to take down, which is also really frustrating. No, don't want to die. Cannot die. Oh, costs 500. Give me a break.
We hunger for
Alright. And it looks like this province rebelled as well. Does that normally happen? I thought normally only one city would actually produce a rebel stack. But I could be wrong.
My lord wishes to bestow coin on your people.
No. You're not getting peace. Even with all the struggles I'm having. You wish. Alright. Now let's try to do that. And demolish that. Oh, that's going to be really annoying to deal with.
your orders. We cannot sail there.
Yep, can't get them. Alright, so 10 wealth from culture, 5% agent action costs, 2 wealth from culture, or agriculture, sorry. This could be kind of useful, I suppose, but it would take me 9 turns. So instead I'm actually going to go through these 2, and that'll get me the -5 corruption,
Ready for orders.
which is going to be very useful. I could recruit a mob. But I think I'm going to end it here for now. We've made a little bit of progress. And this should be a fairly long video, and it'll take me forever to render. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this campaign. Let me know if there's some other kind of campaign you'd want to see in the future, or if campaign is something you don't think should be on this channel, if you want me to keep it just multiplayer battles, and that's fine too. But yeah, if any of you are actually even still watching to this point. Anyways, if you are, I hope you have enjoyed this campaign video. Leave your comments on what I should do in the future down below, and I will see you all next time.